Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and or good night, depending on where you are in the world today. Welcome back to your Tuesday evening's entertainment. It is, of course, our Monsters of Mayfair Chronicle, our Hunter the Vigil 2nd edition Chronicles of Darkness campaign. Without further ado, let me unmute the hunters and get right into what is essentially our session 1. If you haven't seen it, we did a session 0 last week, and we did a little bit of intro role-playing to establish the characters and kind of ease ourselves into things a little bit. Yeah, let's get into it. We'll have a wee recap, and we will get going. Hello, the masses.
And now that I think about it, autism is the min-maxing superpower of the world.
Depends what flavor of autism you get.
Well, they all come with their upsides and downsides. It's, like I said,
yeah, but like if you get the number autism, you're basically set for life.
Yeah. You see that you like trains or numbers?
Yeah.
Are they mutually exclusive? Do you have to like one or the other?
Well,
yes.
You kind of spend all your time counting boxcars on trains if you don't get the numbers version.
Right. Okay. Today's insights brought to you by us.
I apologize. I don't think we do.
It's all good. Right. Let me get this closed. Let me open this up.
I don't apologize. I know I'm a delight.
I have no apologies. I need drugs.
Drugs?
That's fair.
Drugs.
Coffee. That's my coffee.
I could do with some coffee, actually.
Technically a drug.
It's a socially accepted stimulant.
Uh-huh.
I would give you coffee, Zane, but you're like halfway across the world from me.
A little bit far away from all of you, actually.
I'm less halfway across the world. Come bring me some. I don't drink coffee anyway.
I'm cutting down, but
yeah. Like being
I'm a tea girl.
Children.
So, session 1, technically our second session, not to be confusing. We had a session 0 last week. We did the character creation. We came up with our a little bit of an intro into who we were. I have found out that I already need to update the overlay because one of the characters decided to get married and didn't give me their married name initially. So we have Enid Shaw for this session, and they will...
I put the husband's name in chat.
As if I pay attention to chat when I'm having to juggle new campaign, all the other stuff. Like, come on now.
Get their shit together, Zane. God.
My bad.
Look at the bright side. When we get it changed over, she's going to become a widow.
True. Oh, hello. Hello.
Oh, that's
For
an
my
easy way to
husband.
just not change it. Just widow her like this session.
I think she'd probably keep the name though, right?
Yeah, I think in that case you would keep the name.
I don't know.
Being a bit-
I'm not sure how that works in the UK. They might not do those paperworks.
Old school paperwork.
Wait, my
Yeah, you
husband
keep
is my touchstone. Don't do that.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, really?
Dangerous touchstone.
He's just a gunsmith. Leave him
He's just a
be.
guy.
He's just a
Just a
dude.
little guy.
He's just a dude. I just take care of his finances and his household. Leave him alone.
You know, black powder is really volatile.
Mhm.
And maybe ask him to make stuff for me once in a while.
Secretly protect him from demons.
With the things that he makes me.
Is this how the cult was made?
The cult?
Yes.
The
Emmanuel will
cult.
be like, "Why are you asking me to
Cult.
make you a flamethrower?"
Like, honey, don't ask questions.
It's
So,
it's for the bugs.
in the 3 months, which is the elapsed time in game time between our sessions, I suppose I should recap what happened last session as well in the sort of the little bit of roleplay that we got to do. So the plot hook for the Chronicle was that you had been summoned, requested, you had arrived, you had accompanied people to a seance by a particular individual. Bonus beat for the first person who remembers their name.
Deceased.
Deceased, correct?
Past tense.
Alwyn Cade. It's almost a
Alwyn
note.
Cade. Close. It's Professor Alwyn Cade. You can have a beat,
I
Sass.
was gonna say, fuck off if you're getting that specific.
I would like to give it to Aiden since she's the one who actually wrote down that note.
Fair. Also, collectively, usually what we do is we will be after the session we'll have like what's called a session beat, where I'll get you guys to message me who you think is deserved of a beat from the game. Remember, beats essentially tally up and are what you use to buy more dots in your stuff and things. Additionally, I'm gonna also do what we did in Vampire and offer a chat beat. So chat can leave a comment below who they think deserves a beat, and I'll check that before the next session and allocate a beat based on those comments. But because it was session 0, I'm just going to allocate a group beat, which basically means that you guys all get a beat to begin with.
Where are you going to get that kind of audience engagement? Let's be real here.
Listen,
It actually happened in
it
Vampire.
happened in Vampire. It did, yeah.
I remember
I'd like to
specifically
translate for
one
everyone
beat.
who's being facetious.
I remember specifically one beat for Edith Sass.
Mm-hmm,
I'm pretty sure I got one for creepy doll moments
mm-hmm.
that you should probably run and hitting the soundboard.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And just remember, Chad, if we get to 100 million views, I will find and fight Matthew Mercer.
Wrong giggle. It was a creepier giggle back
Seconded.
then.
Yeah, I already got rid of those ones because I was
Aw,
putting in
that's
ones for I was putting in ones for the D&D game. Like
We
this.
need more soundboard.
And oh wait.
In nomine
Oh,
Patris et Filii et Spiritus Sancti.
That cat one I love.
That one. Pretty
Anyway,
good.
I started blasting. Bang, bang.
All right.
And then this one, which I think we never used.
I don't recall.
I use it outside of this game.
Be careful.
Server.
Be careful. Nintendo.
Yeah.
Ryan's
Yeah, we
eye.
have to-
Run.
They're going
Pretty sure
crazy.
that's why I
Yep.
never used that one.
Please don't come after us, Nintendo. It's just jest. It's fun.
And then this one's
It's
just
for
my
the
favorite. It's a standard. I didn't even add this one. I like the duck.
How did I know it was gonna be the duck?
The duck makes me so happy.
We gotta be careful. We're gonna just see a bunch of people in like SWAT uniforms speaking Japanese in Zhang's video.
It's better than the
And
door
then-
speaking Latin.
Everyone's least favorite one.
Oh. Such a good one.
So, last session.
Oh, no.
That's a frustrating one. Yep.
That is a frustrating one because I was like, wait, who's gone?
Oh, that's a fair point. We are down one player today. Unfortunately, not feeling 100%, so not going to be able to make it. Fingers crossed we'll have Lime back next week. I will be filling in for them as NPC Lime this week, and we... Right. Am I going to have to
It's not me
mute?
this time.
Am I going to have to mute
Down.
the soundboard? Am I going to have to, like, get the wooden... How would they have done it in Victorian times? Get the ruler, the wooden ruler, get you to lay your knuckles out on the desk and rap the shit out of them. Like,
Clara knows all about
I was
that.
about to say, yo, relatable.
apologies, chat. It's been a week, okay? People need to get this sort of stuff out of their system, which is going to take a good few hours at least.
Every session.
Yeah, consistently. So, last session, the roleplay we did, you guys arrived at the seance. There was some attempted looting. All of the stuff was fake. I'm going to just sprint through this. So, you guys sat down, skeptics and otherwise. Turns out the guy did have some ability. He did some channeling. There was some Latin, some Gallic spoken. And there was mentions of... Anyone?
Oh my
Nice.
god.
Knights, yep.
Brain farts.
No
I was
brain
too
farts.
busy with the lady who had tuberculosis.
TB lady, otherwise known as
Yeah.
Miss Shade. Yep. Okay.
I just
She
remember
was a
very much that
flyer.
dude went full exorcism, broke his own neck. So
Yep. So that happened. Started spouting.
That's where everybody kind of stopped listening.
Yeah. Started spouting some shit, and sort of the room went cold. Wind picks up out of nowhere. The candles start to flicker. His head starts to rotate too far, and then snaps. Some of the people you're with leave, and apart from pretty much you guys and one other individual, a very finely dressed individual who indeed does look as though she has TB. Very gaunt, pale. Must be TB. What else could it be? You discover a secret compartment hidden behind a large grandfather clock, as well as at the twilight of the ritual, there are several areas outlined on a burned runic map of London in the or what remains of the rug on the floor. You travel down the tunnel. You come across several names, some of which are too worn and faded. Others you recognize as names, essentially of the Knights of the Round Table. You come across some arches with some more runic inscriptions upon them. The first few, no problems, everyone passes through. The third one, you all pass through. However, Miss Shade seems unable to make it past the archway. I believe Clara recognized the inscription, which essentially read
Yes.
vampires, essentially, was the inscription. It was something in Latin. I can't remember off the top of my head.
There you go.
There you go. Thank you. And Miss Shade, unable to pass, frustratingly left, and that was the last that you have seen of her. You found a small chest, which you opened. Inside, you found some vellum, although it was unlike vellum that you had seen thus far. Most vellum comes from, I believe, cows or some cases deer. This was
Lots becomes.
Sorry.
Go ahead. Your turn.
No, you're good.
Quite a bit of it comes from sheep.
Oh, okay. Sheep belt. Yeah, okay. that also makes sense. This was definitely none of those. In fact, it felt warm to the touch, and when you cracked open the seal, which alluded again to Arthur, Camelot, the words on the page were scrambled for, I believe it was Clara that was reading them alongside Silas, I think were the two that were reading the note. The words transformed into English for Silas, but both English and Latin for Clara, which caused a bit of a headache. Like, if you close one eye, you can see it in Latin, one eye, you see it in English, or both eyes, it kind of overlaps, like that kind of vibe. But essentially read that you guys are... I don't have the specific thing to hand. I do believe I gave it to Sass, so I can quickly find it. There you go. To the one who finds this chamber, if you read these words, and the Victorian London has broken it, and its defenders have fallen, but the light does not go out so easily. You are now the flame bearer. You need not be noble by name, nor knight by oath, only resolute by heart. Within this chapel are the fragments of the table. Each seat awaits one who will rise to it. You may choose them, but choose wisely. The sins of our past echo in blood. Your Merlin will find you, or you will find them. They are not always who we expect. Restore what can be restored. Burn what must be burned. Remember, monsters may wear crowns and drink wine in marble halls, but they still cast shadows. You are Arthur now. Signed, E.R.
Now that I am the new Arthur, we're going to make Europe the world power that it should be. I mean, it's just going to be the whole globe of the United Kingdom.
That's fair.
Oh, they have no idea what's to come in the world wars.
Listen, that's like decades away, okay? Decades.
We'll get there.
That's not our problem.
Not that far.
I mean...
Yeah, it's only a couple decades. It's within our lifetime.
1890? Yeah, like realistically, most of us, were we not hunters, would live to see at least the first one.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. TB lady. Yep, TB lady. Or also known as consumption in this time period. Pretty deadly. So, one thing, as I was saying, I don't know if everyone caught it, but I will explain it for chat. You should now have access to the handout which depicts the London Sanctum. This is essentially the chapel that you guys have discovered. Now, just to confirm, the southwest corner it essentially has not been discovered by you yet, but everything else is visible. So you will have come down into this area. There is a large round table in the center, and there are a few chambers off to the side. The chamber to the southwest you have yet to discover, but we will rectify that shortly. So, other than a wedding, what have you guys been doing in the last 3 months?
We'll have to see who goes first.
Sure.
Well, I had the wedding, so...
D10s, everybody.
Bet.
Oh, no.
Did this backfire?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Sure fucking did, bruh.
Oh!
Ah!
Was that everyone? No.
Well... Fine, I'll go.
Waiting on Enid. Okay, you good. So, Clara, what have you been up to in the past 3 months?
If there are books in this sanctum, I've read them.
There will be a book or two, but nothing. You will not have found a library, should we say? But you will have found. What would they use to record it? Like index cards, which allude to there being a library here, but it has not yet been discovered.
Gotcha. Well, in that case, I will have read anything I can get my hands on and been studying anything else that's out of normal. Things you wouldn't see every day that are in there.
Okay. One of the books that you have found will... You know what? Let's get a roll out of this. What shall we do? I'm going to open up my spare character sheet. I'm going to pop it out so you guys don't have to worry about it. Give me an intelligence plus either investigation or occult to see what you have found in this book. Thank you, my love. Actually, could you top this up as well, please? I need to get rid of that. And I need to jump back. Okay, well, we got a success. So, you will have found a journal. The journal will be from a gentleman called Gregor Wren. The journal is dated... Let's see. Yeah, okay. It would be from 1605.
Well, that's almost 300 years old.
It is old, yes. The details within it, I mean, you only got one success, so a lot of it will be very old. And remember, part of this area was flooded. I believe that we have already had a detailing that somebody spent the last 3 months cleaning the shit out of this place, so some of this area will now be recovered. In fact, I can also do this for you guys, because we did...
yeah. Ooh. Fancy.
Mm-hmm.
So, you will have the... Just check that's showing okay. Cool. Yeah, so the round table will be recovered. Much of the structural disrepair, we'll say, has already also at least been cleaned up a bit. Maybe not necessarily worked on directly. Now, depicted in the journal, roll me a d4.
The number one just really likes me today.
It's fine. It's fine. So. What's the best way to phrase this? There will be an initial the entries will kind of initially be very vague. They will depict a particularly bad sickness, a plague that is afflicting the common folk, shall we say, those that work the docks, work the streets. The plague seems to affect people in that they become pale, gaunt, they seem to start developing iron deficiencies. That kind of vibe. Is Discord paused? Is it just me? Oh no. Everyone on Discord is
It begins.
Okay. I was gonna say everyone is either playing like the frozen Discord camera really well, or Discord's being funny. I'm assuming chat could hear me the whole time. Please confirm.
We could hear you the whole time too.
Oh really?
Yeah.
It's like last week when we started shit talking you, but you couldn't hear us. So
You're all frozen on my screen as well, so it
that's
got me a
weird.
bit nervous. So you heard everything I said. That's fine. The investigations will lead to discover that the bodies appear to be afflicted with a pair of welts. Every body that turns up seems to share this trait. Whatever is transmitting this disease appears to do so through a pair of these welts, or at least they're a common denomination between them.
Mhm.
The rest of the information in there is somewhat faded and not legible, basically. Okay. I'm just gonna minimize Discord to see if
Are you distracted by us, or
No, it's just everyone's frozen. I'm just like, oh no, it's fine. I'm just gonna minimize it and stop trying to see what everyone's doing. Okay. Next lowest roll was Silas. So Silas, what have you been doing for the past 3 months?
I think him, now that he's like, I am now Arthur. I am the King of England. I need to be better. I need to become a better person now. So to kind of resist pillaging every building in the neighborhood of wherever our hideout's going to be, he is going to hyper dive into his work. So it is going to be the first thing a brigand does when they are figuring out their hideout is to figure out every tunnel, bolt hole, alternate escape route, any secret tunnels, because we had to use a secret tunnel to get to it, correct?
secret tunnel?
Correct.
He has no idea how many secret tunnels to how many buildings there are, and knowing that is half the battle. And
Okay.
if he's able to finish mapping out the hideout and all its peripherals, he would like claim a room corner portion and it's like, this is mine, and set up a home / workshop, because if he's not keeping his hands busy, he will make them busy, and if it's not being productive, it will be stealing everything that isn't nailed down and probably finding a crowbar and coming back for the nails.
Okay. So looking at your Sanctum image, I don't think I can ping this for you, so I might have to make this a map of its own. But you will see that there are a couple of alcoves or nodules, should we say, on the northeastern and northwestern area of the circle. They kind of so the 7-sided alcoves, maybe a better term. The layout is kind of like a very old chapel, but it's obviously you're buried quite far down underground, so it's like this whole chapel could be a chapel on the surface, but it's obviously underground. The windows don't go through to anything, they're just decorative. Now, the 2 alcoves on the upper right of the Sanctum, they translate to a couple of rooms that at some point would have had bedding. There are sort of 3 chambers on the upper right and a chamber on the upper left that would have been used as accommodations. The chamber on the southeast is actually kind of the area that you come down on. It would appear to be like a tower, which is where you would have come in. At the base of this tower, there is something of an armory, although nothing for modern weaponry. This appears to date back several hundred years. But there are tools and old equipment there.
Yeah. Well, the thing is that the south portion would be the closest to the table, correct?
How do you mean? Sorry.
I'm looking at the image that is present in the game. Is that the image that you're referring to? Okay.
Oh, you're looking. Sorry, the background image. Yeah, I was looking at the London Sanctum handout, but yeah, we can look at the.
I didn't see the London Sanctum handout.
It's okay. So the handout gives you kind of like an overall idea of the layout of it. It's more like a blueprint.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
The picture in the background kind of closely reflects what you see from a perspective view, whereas the handout gives you the top-down view.
So the bottom left would indicate the centerpiece being the tower. The bottom left is going to indicate that armory, correct?
The bottom right is the armory. The bottom left has not been discovered yet, but you will, in doing what you're doing, probably discover this. So the bottom right area, which is like a tower, the sort of the lighter grey area, as opposed to the black area, that's the armory area, and you can see there's a stairwell just next to it, which would be where you basically came in to this area. The upper right areas, not the long area, but the upper right areas are the accommodations nodules, again with the upper left area as well.
Okay, so the bottom right area is very close in facsimile, because if we're looking at this like a cathedral, that'd be a sacristy.
Mm-hmm.
He'd probably be setting up camp in there without really asking. And it's like he's already starting to clean things. He's already starting to put things up into operation. Because if I'm not making something, I'm going to be stealing something.
That's fair.
We got to be better.
Also, you said you were investigating around. Excuse me.
Every possible exit, tunnel, secret passage. He's walking around. Like, if it's a candlestick, he's probably pulled on it. If it's a book, he's probably tilted it. If it's a stone, he's probably rolled around his physical body to see if he can't trigger a weight.
Okay.
It's ADD and autism. I'm a thief. Go.
Okay, give me a. What would we do for investigation plus be mental. Your choice of intelligence and wits and investigation.
I feel like wits would fit like really, really good here. The whole pulling the torches and all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Damn it. We tried.
You did indeed. You do not succeed in finding any extra rooms or passageways or anything like that. I mean, you do have the option, if other people are helping you, that they can roll the same thing, and you gain additional dice to your pool to sort of look into that. Now, I believe, was there not a you could spend willpower to add dice thing as well?
I think so. I'll roll this to add dice because I have good investigation.
Okay. I'm going to quickly check the rules here.
Ew, gross.
So.
That don't help.
Yeah.
No, we are not investigators.
You can spend 1 point of your willpower to gain a 3-die bonus on a single dice pool. So if you wanted to have spent a point of willpower, you could have added 3 dice to your pool.
Well, all things in time. We'll worry about it later.
Okay. So you set up shop. You help set up camp. Kind of do a lot of digging around, but sadly, nothing is forthcoming. So for now, your only means of getting into the Sanctum is through the house. Which poses another question. Have you guys done anything with the house, the body?
I have plans for that.
Okay.
But if you want Vidoma to go first, I can wait.
Yeah, we'll
If you have plans, be my guest. Like, if you know what is happening with you, go nuts.
Well, there's already, like, word out there from people who fled that there is a dead body here.
Mm-hmm.
So, going on that, she would, in every right, cooperate with the police in getting it removed and, like, researching it and telling what she saw. Even though it makes absolutely no sense to her, and she's aware that it makes absolutely no sense to her, she's telling her truth in this instance. But she knows she has people who can back it up.
Oh, you're telling them verbatim what's happened?
Yes.
Are you telling
It
them
was
about
weird.
the discovery of the hideout?
No.
Okay. Okay. So we'll assume the police do obviously investigate the matter. And they will have questions. But to help sort of speed things along, let's just see how convincing you can be. Let's go with a... You're going with truth, right?
Yeah, I was gonna go with truth.
So
in this instance.
maybe a composure and persuasion roll would be more appropriate than manipulation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay, yeah, give me composure. Composure plus persuasion, as you are detailing to the constable your experiences.
I will spend a willpower in this instance, actually.
Okay.
To gain 3.
3 dice, yeah.
Not that it did anything, but
Wow. Yep. I mean, the success is fine, right?
Mhm.
The constable will seem quite perplexed by your explanation, but they, as you say, have had eyewitness testimony from a number of individuals, and given your status within the more respectable members of society, shall we say. Cameras have started working again randomly. Fantastic.
Nice.
Given that you are now a somewhat respectable member of higher society, your statement will be taken, and they will take your details. If they need to get into contact, they will let you know that they will. For the time being, the body will be taken to a local morgue, and there will be a period of time where they will seek to try and find a will and see if anyone comes forward to contest the estate and all of that side of things.
And I will have every intention of buying the estate.
Okay. Very good. Okay. Is there anything else you are doing with your 3 months other than tying the knot, having a honeymoon somewhere?
And then the house thing, she's going to start spreading the rumors like she said she was going to do, because that TB bitch said she was going to start spreading rumors, so she's going to do counter rumor stuff.
Oh, what rumors might you be trying to spread?
Of actual paranormal activity. 'Cause she's formulating plans for this place.
Okay.
She's going to try and make it like a proper haunted house.
Okay.
And she's either has plans to either turn it into a place where the wealthy can come for a cheap scare, or a place to avoid. She's waffling between the two.
Okay.
So there's a business behind there somewhere.
Okay. Ultimately, you're looking to manipulate stories out there. Okay. Give me a manipulation and I guess either socialize or persuasion.
I'll spend another willpower because fuck this. I want this to work.
Can I help her with that? Because like being like someone that works with the nuns, right? Raised by the nuns, doing a lot of charity work. I would also know a lot of the poor people and be able to spread rumors among the poor.
Yeah, absolutely. It can definitely be a collective effort. You can again roll manipulation plus either socialize or persuasion. So if we get Clara's roll first, their number.
Damn.
Okay.
You're welcome.
Clara is the high roller in this group.
They know people apparently.
Modifier 3 + 4 is 7.
Dude, those ants outnumber us 100 to 1. Never underestimate the
I'm
poor.
gonna turn this into a haunted Airbnb. So like.
So that is a critical success. Congratulations.
A beat. Correct?
Well, normally it'd be a beat, but there were more than one of you involved, so there will
That's
be
true. Yeah.
a group beat.
Nice.
This is the system that we're testing. Full disclosure, we may get this completely wrong, but this is my interpretation of how it's supposed to work. Feel free to berate me in the comments if I do indeed cock it up, but for now, this is it. So.
And if you do berate him, fuck off. It's his game, not yours.
So we have one group beat thus far. The rumors will begin to spread. This place is haunted. People begin to avoid Harrow Street, or this particular corner of it. It will certainly make your comings and goings a lot easier, and in a couple of months' time, once the estate is up for grabs, obviously this is from time of death, not from now, I would imagine that there would probably be some less parties interested in acquiring it, shall we say. All right. Last but not least, Vedoma.
Alternatively, very least. Vedoma's months have been spent trying to pretend none of this fucking happened.
Fair? Yep.
She's like, no, this did not happen. I'm not going mental. I will not be committed for this bullshit, and I will not be framed. That being said, obviously, it did fucking happen.
Yeah, and you weren't there because you wanted to be there. You were there escorting people, I believe.
Yeah.
So it's quite likely that upon your return to wherever it is that you call home, where you work, there would have been some berating. Naturally, it would have been your fault for taking people to such a place of ill repute and having them witness a murder. You are lucky that you have a job.
At this point, she's pretty sure it's only because she's technically half related to these people.
Yeah.
And even that's not going to save her for her whole life.
You will definitely be getting some funny looks from the more superstitious of your colleagues in the household. And let's say friendly relations with those you accompanied are very, very frosty. But you still have a job, you still have a room, you still have a roof over your head.
Not that the latter is very important for me, but she'll try to like just go about life and fail miserably because with what happened, this is what I'm using to kind of activate the merit that I picked up for her.
Remind me?
Or a reading.
Okay, yep.
So she's realizing that now after this event, she's starting to see things around people. And like, oh shit, no, I'm actually going mental. And just having some existential crisis. Which, like how Silas threw himself into creating so that he wouldn't steal things, she threw herself full nut into work. The house that she actually works at with her family is spotless and there's nothing to do. So she came back to this and has cleaned the entire place, every part of it that she can reach from top to bottom. If she finished the actual round table area, she would have moved upstairs and started cleaning the entire fucking actual manor.
Okay. Whilst you are doing this, give me you can give me an intelligence and investigation roll. I don't know what dice you have in that, but
it's gonna be a luck roll, I guarantee it. Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
I'm untrained in investigation, so
That's fine. Yeah, that's rough. That's very rough. That's fine. You will be able to go about that. Everything is, well, it's clean, but it also shows up how much of a bad state that the house was in before.
Yeah.
Now, when you arrived for your seance, you obviously noted that certain bits of the house were in a bad way. Some of it was in disrepair, some of it was tarnished, but there was also kind of, the whole place was a bit dirty, so it kind of covered up perhaps some of the
it would have hidden how bad some of it
correct.
Was.
Yeah. So now everything is exposed, and it really does. It really does look bad. As for the sanctum itself, part of it was flooded. You will have been able to address that, and between yourself and Silas fix, I'd imagine, the leak that we're doing coming in from the north wall, slowly but surely. So the place has this rather damp smell to it, but you find that with a lot of old castles anyway. Even if they're not waterlogged, they just have that kind of damp, earthy, nasty stank to it. But that's slowly being replaced by candle smoke, and now that you are actively in the area, you know, it's becoming less dank and dark and moldy smelling. I will need to speak to Lime about what Archie has, been up to in the convening 3 months. So we will just retcon with him anything that is needed. Now, I do need to ask very quickly. Obviously, you do as part of your character creation, when you join when you create your character, you're supposed to have your dots for, and of course my book isn't working. When you get to character creation, there is the extra stuff that you're supposed to add in for your tier of game that you are playing. I can't for the life of me find the character screen now, but it is probably in here in the reference. It is. Thank you, Sass. So you are in a compact, a tier 2 game, which means that you would have got, if I can get to the page, sorry chat, this is a bit slow. Oh, I went too far. Yeah, so you get, collectively, you get your tactics, which is one of the new things in this system. Now, you have up to 3, and you get 3 starting experience at the end. So if you did not apply that extra experience in the session 0, I know that I think what Taylor was just saying was that they picked up the sensory thing using that, because technically that applies after the session 0. So if you did not save your dots to add it on from then, feel free to do that now. Otherwise, number 3, Sass. Number 3.
I know.
Sucks.
An awful chatter.
Yep.
Just horrible.
If you've done it, great. If not, we can figure it out. Did any of you pick up your aspirations as well? I should have mentioned that at the start. Or have an idea. There you go. Good job.
Yes, I have aspirations.
Okay. Do you want to share what your aspirations are?
Aspirations long term is going to be find out what became of her sister Edith.
Okay, yep.
Short term is to buy nicer clothing for this group, because y'all cannot be seen with me like this. And also be useful to the group outside of her social standing.
Okay.
Ooh.
Do we have any other offers?
For our own goals?
So your aspirations are what you want to achieve. Now, the recommendation is that you have 2 short-term and 1 long-term. Short-term should be something you can achieve in a session. Perhaps it's, dress the party in something fancier because you look like shit. Or perhaps it's find out what this secret is that such and such is holding back, or why they've been shut. It's something you should be able to achieve in a single session. A longer term should be over a couple of sessions and or the Chronicle itself.
Yeah, I had this done down session 0.
All right, you had your whole fucking sheet done before session 0.
Yeah,
all right?
yeah. I'm gonna have my boat. I'm a glow.
So we share with the class.
Yeah, the difficult part was making it simple because Silas is not a very complex creature. So his long-term goal is to place a vampire's heart on a wall using a bullet.
Okay.
Okay.
And the short-term was to pickpocket someone who is extremely rich.
Mm.
You achieved
And
that.
But it was technically a session 0, so I didn't bring it up.
Okay.
And the second one is, it's a weird word, but it's to make a Benosian bullet. Basically, he's going to have an evolving short-term goal, which is to make a unique bullet out of a different type of material.
Okay. Yep. tick off your pickpocket tick off your pickpocket aspiration. You're correct at having it in session 0, but you did it. I'm happy to let you have that for this session. Think of a new one for next, or you can keep that one. You don't have to change it. You can run it again.
No, I got to think of a new one.
I don't, because with Cora, my frenzy ass vampire, she specifically kept the short-term goal the whole time of feed without frenzy.
That's funny.
Yeah, I'm just eventually I'm gonna get it. I'll get it again, and the next time I get it, I'm just gonna have to keep upping the ante, like a pickpocket a duke. Eventually, I had to pickpocket the queen, and when I pickpocket the queen, I have to pickpocket God.
Yep.
The funniest thing is that Cora failed more than she succeeded.
Yep.
Yeah. That's why it stayed on her list, was constantly just to feed without frenzy.
I love how you go from queen to god, like...
I mean,
ignore the
in this
Pope,
time frame.
Yeah.
but, like, just go straight.
No, the Pope's the middleman. I can't pickpocket Mother Mary. She doesn't make me feel bad.
Oh, so you do have morals.
Yeah, you don't pickpocket your mom.
Fair.
Okay. Any more?
For Clara, the short-term goal is to find out more about, like, the hunters and the round table, like why this place exists, more things like that. The long-term goal is figure out why she's an orphan and where her family is. She's sad girl.
Okay. You do get 2 short term, so if you don't have another one, feel free to add one to that.
I have no idea.
It's okay. And sometimes it can be like that. Like, you can not have a clue, and then something will come up in the session. You're like, huh, I want to know more about that. Why is that?
Oh my god.
I want to know more about that. Why is that a thing? It's a headset thing, guys. Sorry for headphone users.
I moved my head too hard, and my headphones. I need new headphones. They're aux cable headphones,
Nice.
so you can tell.
I know your pain.
Yeah.
What? Except mine's USB, so.
Mine's USB as well.
Mine might be USB. Fuck, I don't know.
But I do have a dongle to make it wireless.
Dongle.
Dongle!
Yep.
Oh yeah, mine are USB. Look at that. I had to feel for it because I can't see under my desk. So I had to like chase the wire all the way down.
Do you have an idea of what Vodomas would be? Vodoma.
I know one, and I don't know if it's probably long term, is to get out of her current employment. She's like, I can't deal with this I cannot deal with this. Liz.
Okay.
That's probably long term. Short term is like to try and like figure. Well, no, that could be a long term too. Trying to figure out what the hell is going on with the auras. One of the short ones, honestly, probably would just be to spend some quality time with Patrine, because she's like, I need a fucking break. I'm going insane. I'm losing my mind. Someone please fucking help me. I saw a man's head turn back a complete circle and then snap. I need to not think.
It did the owl thing.
So that'll probably be the short term.
Yep.
That'll be one of the short. I don't know if getting out of the employment would be a short or a long.
You can change it as and when appropriate. It's fine. It's just to have them.
And then the other one is figuring out about why she's seeing these auras now.
Okay. One other thing that will have happened is that you guys will have either done some investigations into weird things. You will have potentially maybe visited a place that's been haunted or something akin to that. It's a bit awkward for you guys to begin with, because you imagine like a toddler starting to walk. Like, it ain't pretty to begin with. It's very clumsy, and you guys have just been exposed to this whole other world that you now essentially have been charged with defending those who are not exposed, are unaware, who are innocent to that which lurks beyond. You guys have basically been tasked with defending them against all of the things that go bump and worse in the night. So, simple.
I'm a fucking housewife. How do I do this?
Perhaps you
Bitch,
reach out.
I'm a maid.
Perhaps you reach out to contacts that you have had before, or
That's just a
people.
thought in her head, like initially, like, what the fuck am I doing here?
Mm-hmm.
And you can figure
Until
out
she goes some business here.
collectively what some of these were. These will help kind of form your tactics that you as a cell choose. So have a bit of back and forth between you. It's not necessarily important right now, but Archie will... What will he be doing? Archie had a thing, correct me if I'm wrong, but Archie had a thing with Silas. Was the reason that you two were at the seance was because you were not working a scam directly, but you were there together to try and kind of steal and be getaway driver type thing, because he drove the cab. If I'm not, was that not how that worked?
Archie came in under the impression of being a escort for Enid, but he had his own thing in the background.
But he had his own thing with Silent. Okay. So Archie will essentially inform you that he has a bit of business that he needs to start working out. There's a new shipment coming in, and part of his job is to see that that shipment gets to where it's going in the canals, or through the canals. He will approach you, Silas, as the pseudo leader of your little group. Somebody turned their head wrong. Essentially, they'll say like they need to go away and try and sort some of this stuff out. Speak to some people, and given what you guys have experienced recently, he wouldn't mind some accompaniment. Someone that looks as though they can look after themselves. I think that you two are the muscly types in the group, if I'm not mistaken. Everyone else is social or smarts.
I believe that to be correct.
Yep. So will you go with him?
Sure. It gives me something to do. Less idle hands.
Fair. Now, he will he'll tell you that he needs to go to the docks. He needs to speak to his contact, Finch, to make them aware that the shipment's coming in and that people need to be looking the right way when it does. Which is not at the shipment that's coming in and where some of the crates are going.
Okay. You just need a distraction.
No. Your muscle.
Mm-hmm.
Back up. He'll tell you that Finch is all right. He's a copper. But he's bent. Oh wait, what do you Yanks call it? Crooked.
On the take.
And he will lead you to the docks. There is a thick, foul fog coiling along the banks of the Thames. This chilly, we'll say August morning. The fog seems to cling to dockside crates and old rusted chains. You can hear the general hustle and hubbub of dock workers in the fog. Not that you can see them.
Right.
There will be a gentleman with a thick, dark overcoat on. Quite a heavy felt bowler cap and a pipe.
Right.
And Archie, I nearly called him Alfie again. Archie. It's in my brain. I don't know why I can't get rid of it. Will. That's Finch. That's the guy we're here to see. And he'll just walk straight up. Although he will kind of glance around a little bit, making sure the environment's safe before doing so. Finch will nod at his approach, but kind of give you a quick look up and down. And he will simply say, I know him, but I do not know you. You look out of place.
Well, that's because I'm probably out of place.
Off the boats?
Just a bit.
Mm.
You know how people are around here. Got an opportunity, hire some muscle, make some money. I like money.
Alfie and I do have business. And I'm assuming you being here means that you're at least somewhat trusted. Alfie will nod. And in...
Archie.
Why is it Alfie in my notes? That's why I'm saying it wrong. Archie. God damn. Anti-beat for me. Hang on.
Negative 3 on your next roll.
I'm so
Entire
sorry.
party gets a beat because Zane can't remember a character.
Right, you know what? That's a fair... I will give you a group beat for that.
Well, I was fucking about, but alright, bet.
Easy money.
Hey, Lamau.
It's a bad time to tell you that my name's actually Sam.
Fuck off.
Don't forget that I was married.
Uncle, specifically.
Uncle Sam, really?
That's
Deep breath,
so
Mr. Gray.
It's a good thing you came to find me. I've been needing to speak to you about a little problem. He'll kind of take a little puff on his pipe. I have... this is very dramatic music. Hang on.
That's weird. I haven't heard any music at all.
I did. Did I not put the link in the thing?
Link's
Oh,
there.
okay.
Okay.
No, I thought you were playing on Roll20. My bad.
No, my bad. There's a watch together link for the music. It will say we had a floater wash up on the docks. Looked like it had been attacked. And I think it's one of your boys. I need to get an official ID on the body for, the higher ups. I'd appreciate if you come and have a look at it, but I will warn you, it's I wouldn't. Have you eaten breakfast? I wouldn't recommend it on a full stomach.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Right then. We can discuss our other business on the way. We heading over to Guy's. Guy's is a hospital. It's been around for a long time. It's now called Guy and Thomas's, but it was called Guy's at that point. It'll take you some time to get there, but after about an hour or so, you'll be led to a large red brick building, very gothic, and you'll be led down the side into the morgue entrance. You will turn around again, Finch this is, and say, I do only need him to come in and have a look at this to just ID the bodies, but I mean, it's pretty gruesome.
You just can't let me in suspense here.
Well, I can't say I didn't warn you.
I get it.
He will as well be like, I am sorry. Finch, Albert Finch. And he'll offer his hand.
And he'll shake his hand. Hi, I'm Hired Muscle.
Right you are. Well, this way. He will open the doors, leading you into the morgue. Laid, not that I decided not to put a gruesome picture on here. This is just for the benefit of a scene. But you will be led into. Don't you sit there in chat conspiring. I see you guys. I can take it away just as easily as I give it,
That's been there for so long.
All right, I'm just trying to concentrate on this. So, inside the morgue, on a slab, is a large and bloated corpse, clearly fished from the river. The gaslight flickers. There are no windows to the outside. There is a very strong smell in the room, and Finch will cover his mouth with his handkerchief. And walk over to the body. Archie will do the same.
I think Cross is just gonna take out his handkerchiefs and shove them directly into his nostrils and leave it there.
That's fair. as you step over to the corpse and the blanket that was covering its particulars is pulled back, there is a brief moment where you see its arm begins to... It looks as like there's a section of the arm under the skin. Something is moving. It's twitching.
Is it like the post-mortem rigor mortis twitch, or? Seen many dead men in my time.
This is something definitely very different. The twitch will continue, and then after a moment, you will see a small crab or something similar crawl out of an open wound on the torso.
Oh, look at you! I'm gonna name you Sebastian.
Give me a, just for the lols, give me a resolve and composure roll, just to see how we feel about this.
Turn that off. You said resolve
and composure.
And composure. Normal roll. Set. Hiya. Come on, roll it. Roll it. Roll it. Come on. Come on. Go. Roll.
No, it
There we go.
says.
Nice. Yeah, this... You feel like a little twinge in your stomach as this particularly unpleasant thing happens, but you've seen some shit. You've seen bodies. This is not your first rodeo.
And rodeo is indeed the operative term here.
I thought it was appropriate.
Beautiful.
The wounds on the body, now that you get a closer look, some of them are like some of them look like bruises. Others look a lot more jagged. There doesn't appear to be a whole amount of consistency between the wounds displayed. You can roll me a wits, an investigation roll here as you are looking at this corpse.
Wait. An investigation. I was not the right person to bring for this.
Sorry.
It's all good.
They definitely... I mean, you see some wounds that you recognize. Like, you've been in, I'm assuming, bar brawls and things like that before. So
to a degree.
You'll recognize, like, the bruising that results from those kind of injuries. But there are definitely other injuries here that you've perhaps not seen before.
I don't see too many bullet holes.
No bullet holes. I actually will confirm that it's one of his boys. It is, it's Alfie.
I tell you what, either somebody took their time with him or this guy got into a fight with a lot of people.
Finch will turn around and say, I ain't never seen the like before. Neither's the doctors. You know people? Anyone that might know what did this? I have a report to be writing for my superiors, and I ain't never seen nothing like this.
I mean, I don't know nobody offhand. I'm kind of new in town. We got a couple people we might be able to check with. you'd have to be okay with us bringing him here to see what's going on.
If Archie's vouching for you, then I appreciate any insights that they may offer. I have to somehow make sense of this.
No, not a problem, not a problem. Let us take a little bit of time, find out exactly what resources we have we can call upon, and figure out from there, one step at a time, right?
Right, yeah.
Yeah, anything we can do to help the constabulary. That's how you say it here, right? Constabulary?
You're part of the Met? Yeah. In fact, here, and he'll sort of pat down his jacket, and then he'll hand you a card. It says Constable Albert Finch, and it will say Metropolitan Police.
There is a distinct disappointment that he wasn't just handed a 10-star.
That's me. And you can find me here. Let me know if you do have any leads on this, because I am coming up short.
Oh, not a problem, not a problem. Once we figure out what resources we have, we'll make a correspondence and see about getting some help.
I will make sure that the doctors are aware that you are assisting in this matter.
Right. And if indeed you do need a name to give him, you may say Mr. Cross is the one who will be showing up. In the event that my dear friend here is not able to set that up.
Very good. Well, and he'll tip his hat. Good day. Good day.
Good day.
He'll take one last look at the body and kind of like shudder, and then leave you two alone in the morgue.
This motherfucker's been torn apart. What was it? Silkies? Mermaids? What kind of shark? Did you guys get shark out here? A shark in the Thames. What the hell?
The Archie will no, never seen a shark. I've seen a dolphin once.
Dolphins? Yeah, I don't think a dolphin would do this.
It was swimming up the Thames with a porpoise. Yeah.
I get the joke. It's just that the humor around the cadaver is just good to kind of water down the cadaver. I get it.
Humor sometimes makes me a little bit nervous. Well, it deals with the nerves around this kind of thing.
Stiff upper lip, I get it.
Also, moose horns. I realise that I'm setting myself up for making bad jokes in bad situations going forwards.
Uh-huh.
I have regrets.
You've done this to yourself.
You have no one to blame but yourself, God.
Do we get the others?
I think that would be a delightful idea considering all that's going on.
All right. It would take you about an hour to travel back to your hidey hole in Harrow Street. For ease of purpose, we'll assume that the rest of your group are there.
Mm-hmm. I missed that last part. I was looking for a GIF.
They return
Assuming
to
that
the
we're all
Sanctum,
here when they
assuming
get
you're
here.
Oh, okay.
So I think the introduction will be, hey guys, I kind of need your help if one of you's all good about medicine and whatnot, because there's a body that looks like either people took their time beating the shit out of this poor bastard, or it was a bunch of people that just had this giant circle jerk of violence.
What is a circle jerk?
It's when a lot of people get around and they curb stomp somebody. It's also called like a Brooklyn hello.
You were near the body.
Well, it was in a mortuary.
Touch nothing, clean yourselves.
I didn't touch no body.
Touch nothing, clean yourselves.
All right.
Archie's going to look at his kind of sooty clothing. Like, London streets are dirty, right? You step outside, you get covered in smog, soot, and all sorts of shit. Like, you step outside, you're going to be dirty.
No, it's not even that for her, it's the superstition.
Understand.
It's like you were near death, you are bringing death with you, clean it.
More dead bodies. Good. Okay. Wonderful.
Clara will volunteer to go look at the body.
I'll go. Yes. How does it smell?
I think it has a unique odor of death, decay, and bad bacon.
I'm gonna.
Archie would say it smells worse than Thames on a hot day.
Okay, I have perfume on me. I can,
for reference purposes,
offer up to use.
Sewage was just dumped straight into the Thames. So, yeah. Delightful. Archie will go and clean himself.
Small thing of perfume on her that we can dab into handkerchiefs to put over our face.
Okay. It sounds like everyone's going.
Yeah, that's an idea.
This is going to become a regular. I need to get used to it.
Okay. That is about halfway through the session. Let's take a quick toilet break, stretch legs, grab beverages, and whatnot. I
get to go wake up a toddler because otherwise he's not going to bed tonight.
I will pop up the adverts, and I will be right back. Please do not go anywhere in chat. We appreciate you. 5 minutes, give or take.
Y'all, I am so prepared to be the sugar mommy for this group. So how's everyone in chat doing? Agron. It's been a long time, Agron.
Well, I'm back.
Welcome back.
I'm reading your notes, Sass, and they just make me laugh.
I used to be really nervous about taking notes when I first started taking notes. I'm like, what the fuck am I writing down? Like,
You've seen the notes that I've taken, because like you're taking the normal notes that I would take, so like my notes are just like what I'm thinking at the time.
I do add some random thoughts here and there, so.
Oh, I respond to your random thoughts. This note sheet is basically Tom Riddle's diary. You write in it and he writes back. Welcome back.
Thanks.
The poor maid gotta look at the corpses now.
Mm. Just as a side note, she has been cleaning this place from top to bottom, like the sanctuary, the underground part specifically, with a mixture of vinegar and baking soda, because those two combined will break down the compounds that actually cause mildew and erase the smell.
Huh.
And then promptly burning citrus peels in order to get rid of the vinegar smell.
I think it a wise idea to send a person with a 4th grade education to do an investigation on a corpse.
If it makes you feel any better, Tater, every time I see the word Striga in the notes, right? My brain wants to automatically correct it to Strigoi, and then also that pops into my head. Mm-hmm. Every time. Every time. That is just vampires to me now.
Fair enough.
Oh man, Castlevania was such a good show.
I never finished it.
That's a shame. You really should.
Yeah, I need to go back on it.
You need to watch it, and you need to watch the sequel.
I don't watch much in the way of anime anymore. The last anime I've been watching is Apothecary Diaries.
As a side note, Brad, anytime she is cleaning anywhere within the place, she will have cleaned like in the area that you've been working, but specifically stayed like outside a 5-foot radius of any of your tools. She get nowhere near any kind of tool meant to actually do a job or any kind of work. So there's like a 5-foot radius of your workshop that she has not cleaned.
Makes perfect sense.
Hi, I've gone digging on what gets rid of corpse smell, how to fix mildew smell.
It's
Romani life codes.
one of the things they used to do was I can't remember what time it was where they used to do it, but those witch doctor masks, like the steampunk ones, that was
During
a
the
method
plague.
that they used to deal with bad smells, because they'd put like nice smelling herbs
Potpourri.
and stuff in.
That's where Ring Around the Rosie comes from, yes.
Yep. They also believed that those herbs would help prevent the doctors from getting infected.
Yes.
Spoiler alert.
Peppermint oil is one of the best things to get rid of, like, that kind of smell. So,
Are we all back? Yep, cool.
where is it? Let's see.
Hmm?
Yeah, there's a thing of, like, not going near tools. Those have to be washed separately. Yeah, like, I have down to what needs to be washed separately, what needs to be hung separately.
Have you gotten to the kerosene used to clean grass and bloodstains yet?
Yes, I've done that one. But, like, I straight up have, like, 2 tabs of Romani folklore, 4 tabs of Romani code and laws, how to fix mildew smell, how to make mask dead body smell, and the history of baking powder.
So what you're saying is you're on a list.
I've been on a list since high school. Like, let's be honest. But no, I specifically went digging on the history of baking powder to figure out when baking soda was invented, to make sure that it was in the right time frame so I could use it and vinegar to get rid of the mildew smell.
1790s.
The amount of things
Baking soda officially became, like, marketed and introduced in 1846.
Mm.
But older things similar to it go back all the way to ancient Egypt.
Gotcha.
the amount of things that I have learned from random Google searches because of tabletop games is a lot. The amount of really weird, fucked up things I've learned because of 2 sessions of this game is
up
insane.
there. Yep.
Yeah.
My Google search must think I have like 1 million children from how many names I look up. Baby names and all that shit.
It just makes me laugh. Like, I decided I'm going to be a Romani maid, and Tism went brrr, and now I'm just locked in.
Yep.
Okay. You will all collectively make your way to the morgue. Given that Enid is traveling with you, will you have the availability of your husband's carriage?
Yes.
Okay. Which will cut your journey time down to about 20 minutes. So,
Hey, yo, go rich girl.
Mm-hmm.
I follows the horses.
Although she is eyeing everyone's wardrobe up and down, like,
Mm-hmm.
I scream American.
you do.
I scream, fuck you, I have a career.
Do you have those what do they call them? The things on the back of the boots.
Spurs.
Spurs. Yep.
Absolutely. And the reason why he has the spurs is because people associate the sound as he walks. So when he wants to be sneaky, he takes them off. And
That's
people,
fair.
it's just a psychological thing that I picked that up from a real world gypsy.
That's true.
Nice.
That was weird. I could see the reflection or the shadow of something moving in the light that was coming down, either from that light or the one above me, and I look up and there's nothing moving around it.
Real ghost, man.
Yep.
Gonna call.
You guys, apparently.
Yeah.
So, you all collectively arrive at the morgue. Archie will offer to stay with the cab, as he is your driver, or at least can function as such. The remainder of you, the four of you, will head into the morgue. You will be met with this very, things you'll note. The entire area down here, there is no natural light. As soon as the doors shut behind you, all you see is the flicker of gaslight. There are no windows. All of the walls are this red brick, very, very gothic-looking structure. The smell down here is very surgical, clinical, except when you get into the actual room where the corpse is, and then you are overwhelmed by this nauseating, filthy, water-bloated corpse.
I got the handkerchief and the perfume ready.
You do.
Left it the fuck out.
You will be hit with that smell. It is like a wall that hits you. You are forewarned. You are prepared. There will probably be a moment where your stomachs will turn, but that's just a natural reaction. It's not going to make you chuck or anything. The body, now that you see it up close, has severe bruising over parts of it, and then it has several tears. Some of the tears in the flesh are consistent and kind of running parallel. Some of them are ragged, jagged, unnatural looking. Who's the brave, let me look at the body, examine the wounds individual amongst you?
As I have a tolerance for biology, I will investigate the body.
I can assist.
Okay.
Yeah, basically stuff like this doesn't bother me. I've been exposed to it so much that I don't get grossed out.
Now, is only one person allowed to assist, or are multiple people allowed to assist?
That is a good question. Let's quickly look at the teamwork.
But I think there's also a tactic for this too.
There is, I believe, a tactic that works for this. Okay. When two or more hunters work together in a single action of any kind, one person takes the lead. They're the primary actor, and the player assembles their dice pool as normal. Anyone assisting him as a secondary actor rolls the same pool before the primary. Secondary actor rolls, so more than one can do it. Plus one die to the primary actor's roll for each success earned. Cumulative for each secondary actor's success.
Which investigation or which medicine?
Just so you're aware, a failure on the roll is no bonus dice. Dramatic failure, you get a penalty to the primary actor's roll. Now I need to remember what dramatic failure equates to. Sorry guys, it's been a few since we've done this.
Is it Is it going to be a wits roll or an intelligence roll? Since we're trying to identify. What
It's wits investigation is the roll. Okay, so dramatic failure is when you're rolling a chance die, and the chance die shows as a 1. Okay, yep, that's fine.
Can't bear to get close yet.
Mm-hmm. Is anyone else helping?
What am I rolling to help?
Wits and investigation.
I am of no actual assistance.
This is going to be bad.
That does not appear to be a firearm.
That's fair. Yep.
Aid, you can spend a willpower to gain 3 as well.
You can spend a willpower to add 3 dice to your dice pool. If Doma, are you helping? If not,
Probably best if I don't. I am untrained in investigation, but am in medicine, so this is not my wheelhouse.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, Clara, give me that. Give me that roll. If you're spending willpower, add 3.
I will do so.
Despite people helping you, you have no extra from the dice pool.
Oh, it didn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. Oh, you have nothing in investigation too? Oh my god.
No, I don't.
It's me. It's only me.
If it was medicine or intelligence, we would have been fine.
Okay. So there are what appear to be a variety of different wounds. They look as though they indeed have come from different people, different creatures, like different things. I can't read that right now. Hang on. And you're not sure that the corpse itself are gonna tell you too much more. However, you can all give me what is essentially a perception roll, which is wits and composure.
Whack.
Okay, so we do have several successes. Fantastic. You will notice that there is something, clutched within one of the corpses. Very, very bloated, clenched fists.
Are there gloves nearby? We are in a mortuary.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep.
But almost just gonna get gloves and grab a rag.
There'll be gloves, there'll be tongs, there'll be, it's a proper mortuary, so there will be equipment nearby.
Just like, I'm running out of time and patience for this. I just want to get out of here. I already feel like I'm going mental. Just grabs some gloves, puts a rag around her face with some peppermint oil on it, and goes right over and starts getting the hand loose.
It will take some doing, because not only is rigor a thing, but the corpse is bloated as well, so the flesh is like expanded. And you will be able to, after a while, prise the grip of this hand open sufficiently to pull out what appears to be a tear from a dark fabric, which contains a silver rounded button with looks like an insignia of some kind in it. Once you get it close to one of the gas lights and perhaps clean it up a little bit from the body, the symbology appears to be a hand outstretched. So hang on, I'll try and do it for you this way. So an arm outstretched, then coming down there are two fingers checking for a pulse. Above them is like appears to be the corona, like the sun symbol, and underneath is some kind of sprouting seed.
Okay, does this sound familiar at all?
Potentially. The roll would normally be a history roll, but they don't really have history. So perhaps I would allow you to roll intelligence plus science or intelligence plus medicine.
Okay.
Can I assist on that?
Sure.
Are you gonna do int medicine or int science, Tater?
I was gonna go medicine. I don't have science.
Okay. Nope, didn't help.
Your int is so much higher than mine.
It is tied for my highest.
I have 3 tied for highest at 3 dot.
Same.
I have 3 tied for highest at 4.
Jesus.
You got a success.
Yeah, I got 1. So
This is the Royal College of Physicians.
okay. She will present that back to everyone else. And then she's gonna go back to the body and look at the wounds.
Can we roll for knowledge on the Royal College of Physicians? What we might know.
Sure. What you might know about them is going to be a different role, though. I would say that's probably more of a academics intelligence role as opposed to the science or the medicine side of things. Okay.
That is my best possible combo.
So specifically the Royal College of Physicians of London, which is normally referred to as the Royal College of Physicians, is it's a society of professional doctors and professors who essentially research into matters of the body. So they're the ones that will be seeking to advance medical understanding, medical knowledge, anatomy, You will likely have seen in some media the corpses on an operating table in the middle of like a sort of enclosed theater where people study. They're involved in teaching people how to be doctors as well as researching. Yeah, so the professional membership body dedicated to improving the practice of medicine, chiefly through the accreditation of physicians by examination, i.e. they learn by doing and putting theory to principle into practice.
Specifically in men's medical knowledge and anatomy, am I right?
In this time frame, yes.
Fuckers.
These
We
are
just go to
people-
psych wards. That's all we do.
These are the people who are like, yes, bring us the fresh cadavers so that we may learn upon them. You are aware, or at least Mr. Cross is aware, out of you guys, that this was indeed one of Archie's men, and Archie works in the canals and or on the docks.
These are
That information will be
weird.
translated. What do you mean?
I don't make any sense of the wounds.
Did
Well, I am
you-
currently looking back at the wounds.
Okay. Looking at the wounds, if you're looking to do more of a physical examination, shall we say, as opposed to a figure out what's done it, then give me an int medicine.
There's 3.
Sorry.
There's 3.
Sorry.
I
Everything
think
froze. So 3 what?
I think it looks
I
like
was-
Silas is helping too, so that's 5.
That's an automatic crit. If more than one person can help. Well,
More
no,
than-
because
more than
it's.
one person can help. Their
They added
I
success
don't
is
add your
add your
added
successes, it's extra dice.
dice pool.
Yes.
Okay, so it's an extra 5 dice.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still going to burn the willpower for the extra 3 just for fun. So
Okay.
the modifier is 8.
Disgusting.
Are you kidding me?
Oh, so many ones.
That's a lot of ones.
That's gross.
Oh,
Still got 3 though. I still succeeded, so.
Yes. Hang on.
I'm specifically looking through his belongings while you do this, not the actual body.
There we go. We'll just go with that. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. It just seems my internet decides to hiccup every now and then. So apologies. We are back at it. 3 successes. Okay. Not a crit, but enough success to warrant information. Closer examination of the wounds specifically. It looks as though whatever caused the larger, more jagged gashes, should we say, in the flesh, also punctured the deepest. It looks as though they were created with more force than the lesser wounds, and also the structure of the wound is different. The profile, should we say, of the whatever was used to cause them, it is sort of more tapered to a fine point, whereas as the wounds sort of change to slightly more like the wounds run more parallel, less erratic. The wounds aren't as deep. The taper isn't as much or as sharp, all the way to the point where the narrow, shallowest wounds, they appear to almost be created by something blunt or near blunt, as opposed to a tapered point.
Yep, and she is sharing what she is able to see this time.
It definitely seems they are different in how they have been inflicted. The jagged, deeper gashes, a sharper implement, much more power used behind it, progressing down into a less impactful strength and a blunt gouge, should we say. And then obviously there's the bruising as well, which would seem consistent with fists, beatings, that kind of violence.
Yep. She will tell all of that over and just, this was more than one form.
Multiple
Okay.
attackers.
I have a question. As you are
Yes, sir.
investigating these wounds, are you simply looking at the body as it is?
What, just like without touching it?
Yes. Like touching it,
Oh.
moving it, or anything like that?
No, she'll move it slightly, at least, but yes, it will.
Okay.
Contact will be made.
Are you looking like what I'm trying to get at is, are you just observing what's visible currently, or are you having a look elsewhere?
She'll probably end up looking elsewhere, because if any of the wounds go around a section of the body, then she'll trace that spot back. So yeah.
So if you are lifting the body, keep in mind this is a big guy. He's like 6'2", bloated, and you'll be able to sort of, probably with help, roll him over, and have a look behind him, and you can see more of the same. However, on the back of his shoulder, you can see what appears to be teeth marks, but a full set of teeth as opposed to puncture marks.
Okay. Definitely honing in on that.
It does seem like the canine part of you got 3 successes, so it would also appear that the canine part of the bite does seem slightly pronounced, but you can see the rest of the teeth imprints, essentially.
Yeah. It's not like just a tink, it's like a...
Yeah.
Yeah. That is a
You
mouse.
just hear just fucking like note taking. You should probably take a
Oh,
course.
sorry.
No, you get it was quiet enough probably on the stream. It's just I can hear it. You should take like a
That-
shorthand course or something. And you just be like,
That is an entire mouth.
But then you wouldn't have my sass.
True.
Yes, we would. You're here. Haha. Knowing that things have been a little haywire, to put it nicely, does this ring out to like any of the old folktales that I would know?
can give me a check for sure. What did we put it under, your folklore?
Occult.
Okay. Give me an occult plus folklore. If
Plus
it's specializations.
It is.
You have a merit as well, if I'm not
I
mistaken.
do, sir. It is gut feeling. I get a +2 to occult-based rolls during an investigation.
Okay, go for it.
Now, that's +2 dice, yes? Is what
Correct.
how that
Yep.
translates to? Okay, cool. So that's a +3 on that, because specialization, and then, yeah.
Whenever they mention like a +1 or
So
+2
two.
or anything like
It's
that,
an extra die.
it's
yeah.
extra die. The way they give you, I guess the equivalent would be like advantage, is if they give you 9 again or 8
Yeah,
again.
9 and 8, yeah.
That's you're increasing your reroll threshold for them. But so you are. What I would say is nothing specifically hits the mark when you're thinking back over your knowledge of folklore and tales. You probably have been aware of stories of black dogs that protect graveyards and potentially attack people. Perhaps some of this could be consistent with that, but it wouldn't account for all of it. You're aware of wolves potentially prowling the streets, that sort of vibe, but again doesn't quite fit them. Like, none of them really tell you this story that you would need to account for all the different types of wounds that were inflicted. Would you know about were creatures? Potentially. Rumor has it that even if you have a wound inflicted from a lycanthropic creature, not that you would probably know it as that, but a wolfman or something.
She would know it more like that, in a looser term.
Then that's supposed to heal if inflicted. So again, not quite hitting those sorts of marks, but I mean echoes on across all of them. So there's almost like elements of these stories of wolf men, of black dogs, of creatures, not quite men but not quite creature, that potentially could fit for some of them but not any of them collectively. This doesn't comfortably fit into any of the things that you would know about.
And she will pass that along as well.
I know that doesn't quite give you
in Brad's word, I cast exposition.
I know that doesn't give you like a very succinct it's this answer, but
no, that's
it is, yeah.
It's like
should we
it pulls
possibly
back to canine legends, but nothing fits well. Everything is slightly wrong.
What if perhaps we were to, if any of you is any good with any art, make a note on a piece of paper with descriptions and drawings of wounds?
I can
Something we can reference back to.
I can try. I actually do have points in expression.
Yeah, I know you good. I will let
I
you.
went empathy.
Expression is. It's technically a socials, but I don't know. I think Dex.
It does include dance and arts and stuff.
Yeah, but my thing is, would a Dex expression not be more suited to art than perhaps? I don't know. It's definitely a social skill, though. Which of the presence, manipulation, or composure would
I'm
work?
fine with it being social. Like, that's not a problem.
Yeah.
Crafts. There's crafts too.
Well, craft, I do.
Let's go with presence or dex plus expression.
Okay.
For
thing I'm gonna
accurately depicting these.
That Cookie Monster?
It is Cookie Monster. Good job, buddy.
I know.
He knows.
I am gonna burn a willpower for an extra
Understand?
3. Thank God I did, because it's 2.
There will be a there will be like a chart, you know, for doctor's notes for taking notes from the corpse, plus spaces for observations, sketching, etc. So there will
I'll
be
steal
that
one of
to
those
hand.
and do it completely.
Absolutely, yep. So you'll be able to take sort of reference pick, like sketch of the wounds, and then kind of your observations on those. And 2 successes, yeah, you'll be able to do that without any problems. Okay.
Would, coming from a different, like, background, because raised by nuns, raised with Catholic myths and folklores and things, would I know anything different than Vidomo would, right? Like, would any of the legends or things that I know, or the historical things that I know, fit along with what she's saying?
I mean, you can give me the same roll, absolutely.
Try to sync up the 2 sides to make a whole picture.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. What was it? Int occult?
Yes.
Oh, that's gonna suck ass, but
Create art is crafts.
Oh, okay. Well, we know for crafts and what?
Yeah, I think
though?
expression is like dance and singing, music.
In crafts.
That's my bad. Hey,
And plus craft, yeah.
Yeah.
nice.
Well, we know for going forwards. Thank you. Okay. You think back to perhaps some of your experiences with the church, and to be honest, what Vidoma is making, what Vidoma is saying is making a lot of sense, as well. That the church buries a lot of things, right? It's, you know, secrets are well kept. However, you will have seen perhaps similar wounds coming in. For example, the ragged wounds, you have seen or heard tales where men have been attacked and come in with these wounds near death, and then overnight the wounds which should be fatal have healed, and they have gone about their business without problems. Not too long after that, there's been like a string of murders on the full moon, that kind of vibe. But that doesn't explain the other wounds that are on there. And the shallow wounds, you would perhaps recognize on people who are sent to the church because they are perhaps mad or possessed, and maybe they're wounds that they have inflicted upon themselves. You know, they have scratched at themselves. This kind of blunt attack on themselves has created these shallow marks, but again, it wouldn't quite cover all of them. Like, no one thing fits. But those shallow wounds you might think would be consistent with nails. people nails, not anything supernatural, just to be clear.
Right.
But yeah, nothing, like, even between the two of you putting your heads together, it's like nothing consistently matches everything that's being displayed.
Basically, this
gonna-
guy's been through the hills.
I'm gonna relay that to the party. There's something I wanted to do, but my brain is like, how do I justify that? So never mind.
Okay. Is one of these... Sorry, I just had a thought. There's inconsistencies among the wounds.
Mm-hmm.
So is one of them more consistent than the others? Like, too consistent, like, purposeful, trying to draw attention away from the other types?
Oh,
To make one thing look like another,
as
basically.
if someone's trying to cover it up.
Yes.
Like a pattern to
No.
the.
Okay.
There are places where they would overlap, sure, but there doesn't look as though there's any. In fact, it looks the opposite. I would say the opposite is probably more accurate. It would look like the wounds themselves are not planned or thought out. They're just more of an expression of rage, I guess, like uncontrolled aggression. Or animalistic aggression, like not necessarily planned out with any real thought behind it, or deception.
Okay. I tried.
So, if I know this, like, stories of, like, wolfmen and things, would I also know of the rumors and myths behind their weaknesses to certain metals, Zhang?
As I was trying to explain in Discord, what you will know about those is as much as we know about those currently. Nothing is factually accurate. Everything is based on perception.
But I know the myth,
Sure.
right?
Like, stories, especially in this time, there will be, as I was explaining, there's penny dreadfuls are a great way to look at this kind of stuff. They are representations of short stories of think of horrible histories type books. Like, basically that's what a penny dreadful is. It's like a weird short story with illustrations, and it can be about a wide variety of different subjects. There are books on vampires, ghosts, poltergeists, were creatures, lichens,
Like Goosebumps.
kelpies. Yeah, exactly. Like there are loads and loads of stories out there, and
I had so many Goosebumps books.
I think when did 1,000 Leagues come out as well?
And the Goosebumps show. No, Are You Afraid of the Dark? That's the one.
Are You Afraid of the Dark was lit.
Yep. I like the one with the little kid who was going, I'm cold.
Oh.
So knowing that there are myths, right, and just assuming that I wouldn't know that the myths aren't necessarily true, right? I want to look at the palm of the hand that was holding the fabric and the button.
Okay. Just as for reference as well.
I want to see if there's...
I was just going to say, just in terms of literature as well, things like 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, Jules Verne, that kind of stuff, that's been around for a couple of decades. So, that's the kind of level of creative writing in this period that you're dealing with. Like, there are lots of theories and fanciful stories out there. But yeah, you absolutely can look at the palm of the hands of the corpse.
do I see anything odd? Right.
What are you looking for specifically? Like,
So they grabbed the button.
Yep.
Right, and they're holding onto the button when they died.
Yep.
Presumably. There wouldn't be any attacks on the hand, so inside the palm should be normal.
Yep.
Right? It shouldn't be cut or burned or anything like that.
Correct.
What I'm looking for is to see if it is not like that.
There doesn't appear to be anything wrong with the palm of the hand.
Okay.
Outside of, the dead, bloated skin.
Being dead,
Yeah.
and yeah. But your hands really don't bloat that much.
I have to ask
It's
a
normally your chest and
question.
legs.
Sure. Yep.
Do we think that this body came from the college and was disposed of from there?
I have no thoughts.
Silas,
Clara
did you
is just...
say they wanted an explanation of how this body died?
Say again, sorry.
I was going to ask Silas if... Did they want an explanation as to how the body died?
Well, the copper did say that he needed an explanation for the situation.
I don't think we have much of an explanation here. Except for...
Your question with regard to the physician, sorry, I've just completely cut you off.
You're good.
Please finish.
I lost my trail of thought.
So sorry. I was dealing, I literally was dealing with your question about it wasn't necessarily a question, but I was preparing for it. And I was like, haha, I found the answer. And I just blah, 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 blah. And I was, oh shit. I just completely, thrown the moment, my bad.
Good.
You are
How
of
dare you.
high society, so,
I have specializations in politics and tea.
you are all pretty, where Harrow Street is, you are not far from where the Royal College is situated. It is situated in the corner of Regent's Park, which is not that far from where you are. Which is to say, nowhere near the river. You are, I would say, from where you are about an hour. So the college is about an hour's travel to the nearest part of the river. And again, I'm very sorry for cutting that train of thought off. I'm so bad.
That's okay.
That's a long way to
How
transport
dare
a body.
you.
Oh, I think I remember. We were talking about since they needed a explanation as to what happened with the body,
And we have none.
and we have none.
Except
So that's
dog question mark?
it. Almost looks like the person was kept in captivity and beaten and then fed to a dog.
Are you welcome to give me another medicine check?
I mean, worst case scenario is we can always go to the scene where that academy is.
Clara will not look happy about that.
Not-
Damn, everyone coming in with the medicines.
I'll give it a luck roll. Shit, why not?
You sure?
No, I'm not.
probably just
She
rolled
knows
all
her
the body.
limit. She's not a medicine person.
So, the wounds definitely are sufficient to have caused the guy to, like, the damage caused would be sufficient to kill him. They certainly would be sufficient to knock him out, and if he was just dumped in the river, he could have easily drowned as well. Like, it would be either the wounds would have killed him first, or he would have drowned. Like, one of the two is the cause of death. Without seeing if there's fluids in the lungs and sort of doing a full autopsy, it's hard to say. However, there are definitely no signs of being restrained. There's no markings around the wrists or the ankles that would indicate that they were cuffed or tied, bound, or any of that sort. Nor is there any marks around the mouth where they would be gagged or shackled around the neck or anything to indicate that. The only thing I will say about the hands is that you can tell that the guy, like, he's got rough hands. Like, he has very rough working hands. He's clearly been on the docks, on the boats, most of his life. And, he has the calluses and things to prove it.
Right.
Adama's gonna kind of sigh and just, you may want to avert your eyes to Enid.
I'll turn around.
And she's like, alright, we have nothing else to go on the outside of this thing. I know how to clean literally everything. Gutting it.
We'll use Silas's medicine to check that's almost appropriate, like, signs of being restrained and whatnot, and we can use your roll for the autopsy. He has water in his lungs, so he was breathing when he went into the water. It's likely that he drowned, but as I said, based on the extent of the injuries, he drowned before they could finish him off. So he was dying when he was thrown into the river.
Basically, he drowned before he bled to death.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
So just, you can tell your friend, authority, he drowned. That was eventually what got him. But
Also attacked by what looks like a wolf of some sort.
he would have died long before even without the drowning.
For the record, my sister would have argued that one does not need to be bound to be locked up.
Bound to be
Who are you
restrained.
talking to?
I mean, yeah.
Who spoke
We're
of
lately-
restraint?
Say it
Who
again.
spoke of restraint? I am confused.
You were looking for restraints on the arms.
No, I was looking for
Or
the
signs
water
of
in the
restraint.
lungs.
I like percent of restraints.
Why don't we call the officer? You can present your findings and we'll see if he needs more or needs less.
No. Someone else must tell this. Not I.
Well, here's some pen, here's some paper. You can write it up, put it under a pseudonym, and we'll hand over the documentation as appropriate. That way I don't fuck nothing up that you've said.
Can you write?
Yes, I can.
Okay. Sorry.
Moosehorns, he is Archie's contact.
Stereotypical casual nonsense.
That's fine. Once we get that piece of paper, we're gonna be like, Archie, give this to your friend, and he's just gonna walk inside and hand it over.
She'll write everything out and she'll make a copy of everything so that we can keep it.
Okay.
Just right here. There is no signature anywhere. Just like
Archie will say, yeah, he can take it to Finch. He will ask, what did you find?
Water and lungs, many canine injury, normal injury. Dying when he went in, dead before he could leave.
So it happened. So it happened near the water, near the river.
But by someone or something tied to the academy? College?
I think so.
Because the torn piece in the palm, he probably tore it as he fell in. But the academy is nowhere near the river.
I mean, transporting a person's not that difficult. The hard part is that even if we were to go to the college, there's no indication exactly where in a massive college you'd find people. And if I know a college, it is easy to get lost, even if you have a map and know where to go. It's like some sort of witchery about any particular college.
I mean, there's some sense to it. Colleges, that is. Or large buildings in general. Generally, there's a sense to the madness.
Well, and the icon is the imagery the icon of the college itself, or
It's like the crest for the college. It's the Royal College of Physicians of London is the full name, but yeah, it's basically like a crest.
now the crest is attached to clothing, an epitaph.
Specifically, it's on the buttons on this, which you are aware. You would have seen physicians attending the college or working at the college wearing like waistcoats, blazers, that kind of thing with similar. Archie will say, I can get this to Finch. Is there any point in seeing where he was working?
Maybe.
It's a ways downriver, but
it might be the only lead you get.
It'd be very difficult to walk around an entire campus just looking for somebody missing a button. Especially buttons can be replaced.
Well, if you're missing a whole part of your shirt or jacket or whatever.
Archie's people working there probably can afford more than one jacket.
That is true.
Where he was working is probably the easiest.
Yeah, I can take you there. It's not far by the carriage.
Right.
You head back outside.
I feel like I need to burn my handkerchief.
Oh, shit. Thank you for reminding me. I'm sorry. Vidoma will be gathering all of the tools that she has touched while she is here. And will be either breaking them or disposing of them.
Okay. I believe they still use alcohol to sterilize.
Probably, but yeah, she's not She's not worried about the sterilizing. She's literally getting rid of them because in her mind she has used them, so these cannot be used by anyone anymore now.
Okay. I mean, yeah, I mean there would be a tray or something to put implements for cleaning nearby, but there would also within the building itself be like a furnace that would be being used to heat the place for the alive patients who aren't in the basement in the morgue. So yeah, there would be a furnace around not too far away that you'd be able to dispose of things in there without too much of a problem.
That works.
Okay.
What was that for? What was that for?
A woman is not meant to sit near tools used for work. If it occurs, the entire work has become marine, unclean, and must be thrown away or broken.
I beg to disagree on that, actually. My husband lets me near his tools. He has no problem with it.
You are English, yes?
Well, yes, but
You are not Roma.
I don't find that quite right. But
I do not find many things here right within city walls right. But I live.
I'll have
and
to work
I
on
do not
that.
question.
Nothing wrong with some questioning.
You're so weird.
That was wrong, right? Like it was.
No, I get it. Trust me, I understood it immediately. You're still a dork.
I mean, guilty. Okay. Is there anything else you want to do at the morgue?
Nah.
Things have been
Oh,
burnt.
hold on.
Sorry.
No, your turn.
I was just going to say things
I
have
will
been
throw
burnt.
my handkerchief into the furnace too, actually.
That's fair.
Oh no!
I will just get a new handkerchief. That's
I'm
fine.
not getting it on, get it on.
You go.
Get whatever.
Sorry.
It is. Get, you get.
I'm sorry, I thought I muted.
It's right. Okay, and well, if that's everything, Archie will be waiting outside with the carriage or the cart, ready to take you all the way over to the canal area, which is quite close to the. I think it's quite close to Canary Wharf, that kind of stuff. Isle of Dogs. It's in that. So the weird bit of the Thames, it kind of dips down, like the bit in the So you're kind of like on the west side of the where it comes back up from the dip. To give you guys an idea. Did we put you? Okay. So here to give you an idea of the places that you've been. Ta-da! Look, we have funky old map. So the hospital that you have been at is what are we quacking?
So nice to see my city.
I don't have the animate wow sound on the soundboard. So I just did something.
That's let's pop
There's
that.
the cat.
There.
Oh yeah, that would have worked. Hold on.
So you guys are around here. This is where the hospital is. Tower of London's close by. Up and to the left is where your hideout is, which is just to the east of Regent's Park. College of Physicians is in the lower right-hand corner of Regent's Park, which is just over here. I haven't marked that, but that's where that is, just to give you an idea. And then all the way over here on this side is where the canal stuff is. So you will literally be traveling over to sort of this eastern side of the map, past the Tower of London, to the area where the canals are. I will add more reference points as and when we discover them on this map, but you will arrive at the docks. Let's do
At
that.
any point while we were traveling or while we're at the docks, does Clara get the sense that she is being watched? And I asked this specifically, being a little less coy. I have the merit that basically I get the sense of being watched if there is a vampire near me observing me.
Specifically vampire, okay.
Specifically vampires. It only works on them because that's the one that I chose because it makes sense. Because that was the first creature. Well, yeah, that was the first creature that I came across, so it makes sense because the way that merit works.
It's still daytime, right?
It is daytime, but it is very foggy.
Yeah, that's the thing about London is it requires direct sunlight to kill vampires, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Wow,
like-
does it?
I don't know. That's up to you.
I know. I'm fully aware of what it takes to kill them, but this is the problem. Is like nothing is known at this point. So
Well, that's the thing. Bram Stoker, Dracula didn't actually give a damn. He just didn't like the sunlight. He didn't burst into flames on the OG.
But Dracula is just a twinkle in the imagination at the moment. It has not been published as of yet.
1917.
We're not quite
However,
there
Bram
yet.
Stoker was writing it.
He was writing it. He
did
started
have
it.
books out.
Yeah.
He did
But
have books out at this point.
vampire lore and other stuff does appear prior to Bram Stoker's stuff.
So that means the Mercy of Lena Brown is currently active. The Vampire with a Y is currently active.
Correct.
The Vampire Graves is currently active.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of different things. So this is what I was trying to get at, is like, you know, what might be established lore as to how we deal with things. It is potentially out there, but nothing as to your characters is a known factor until you've used it, tested it, figured it out. There will be references, there will be hints, there will be suggestions of how to deal with things that you can glean from fictional materials, but nothing concrete, unless you get your hands on something from like someone who's been there and done it. Just like the clouds, correct. So I'm conscious of time, but we're at the docks. Archie will go over to a particular dock where there is a narrow boat moored, and his guys essentially are working a job currently. He will go over to speak to them, and they will point to an area maybe about 150 meters down the docks, off the docks, and onto like I'm gonna say beach, but it's a beach in the loosest sense of the word. It's like a stony, low tide, stony, muddy area where you can all start doing some digging around.
Sorry, I thought I was muted. My muted comment was, you just described all of London.
Pretty much.
Stony, muddy.
If you've ever seen, I think it's called larking, where they go and try and dig up stuff in the mud.
Mudlarking.
There you go. That'll give you an idea of the kind of environment that you'll find. That sounded painful. That will give you an idea of the environment you find yourself in. But basically, it's like a stony beach mixed with mud, and it doesn't smell any better than it sounds. But Archie will say that essentially the boys, the lads, said that Alfie was having a scuffle with someone down there after having one too many. They say, it was just Alfie. We thought he was just getting into a fight, is the vibe. You're welcome to go down and investigate the area that they are pointing to, and to do so in wits investigation.
I will lead the investigation since I am the one with the investigation. If anyone wants to help.
I do swear, down there, that beach does look vaguely in the shape of a gun.
I'm sorry, did I miss your answer to my question about feeling watch thing?
You can give me a give me a wits plus composure, no merit dots.
It's a shame that none of this is perception, all investigation. I need to find some investigation stuff. Merits. Still, not bad.
The fact that you had to roll means there is a vampire looking at you.
No merits, which were vampire exclusive. You got two. Sorry, was there? Yeah, 2 successes. Okay. You do get the impression as you're traveling on the wagon that people do seem to be taking notice of you plus the people you're traveling with, but you are traveling in essentially a fancy cart, which in of itself draws attention. Does any of you have striking looks? Did any of you take it?
I do.
Okay.
Then
I do.
There you go. You're also attracting attention as you would normally do. So nothing. You don't get the impression that any of it is necessarily malicious, I would say.
But it isn't. It definitely isn't my here.
You're not being. Your vampire sense isn't tingling. Jesus.
I don't have ranks in striking looks, but I do have ranks in American.
America. Yeah, you will.
It's only when you talk that people stop and look. Like, what the hell is that accent?
Yeah, you're not feeling the appropriate tingle.
Okay. I don't know that's what it is yet.
Understood. I'll be sure to keep that in mind.
I'm just gonna keep a vampire bat around and just like
just constantly fucking having a cold chill.
Enid's also realizing that her dress is really annoying.
Fair.
Wait, I'm the only person wearing pants? Well, what the
Yes.
fuck? I'll go down in the mud.
Well,
Enid's already down there, honestly. She's...
Archie has pants, but yeah, that's... And
She hikes up her skirt, very unladylike.
he would say, they're called trousers.
Pants.
Pants is awful sounding. Trousers sounds better.
Hurry. He'll climb down the ladder or get down there with his
Archie would
pinkies
probably
out.
say something like, we speak the Queen's English here, chap, or something like, do you know what I mean? Like, I could see him throwing in like an insult there. Conscious of time, you will see that there are, other than your own, there are essentially a mixture of footprints in this area. You will see that some of them are somewhat consistent, as in you see one set of footprints is there isn't like a tracking roll, so I'm just kind of elaborating on that. One set of footprints, essentially you will see that they are walking around in a bit of a circle. Like they've got a bit of a boxing gait to them, and then you'll see that they get thrown to the ground, and then you will see that there is like that body is then rolled. The other footprints that you see, you will see that there is one set that appear to be booted, like a fine pair of boots. You then see that there is another pair that doesn't appear to lead from anywhere in particular. Like you don't see these being tracked down as you would do from the fine pair or the pair for Alfie. The sort of the second set is kind of like Bigfoot, if that makes sense. It's like a human-ish foot, but it's bigger. And then there is a third set which is more animalistic, claw like in terms of the footprint that it shows. Again, no pattern of tread coming down. But then there is a set of bare human footprints that lead away from the area.
I recognize this here, the circle of prints. I've seen my sister. She used to fight, actually.
Your sister was into mud wrestling?
No, she was into boxing.
Oh, mud boxing. Okay.
Not in the mud specifically. More
Okay.
like, I've seen one match at least. She and other women used to go around into different areas and just beat each other up.
Very
That is-
uncommon
Okay.
for this era, by the way.
Very uncommon.
UK is such a weird place.
How very queer.
She was a weird girl.
Okay, please continue.
So that was fighting here. Not sure what to make of the ones that are animal type.
Well, then you got the barefoot tracks moving off, so there's probably a Rougarou. Big monster, afraid of frogs. If you throw salt on them, they burst into flames.
Are the animal types on 2 feet or on 4 feet?
2. You will also see spatterings of blood, and the spatterings definitely get thicker closer to the more animalistic prints.
I don't know many animals that walk on 2 feet.
Again, it reads as Wolfman, but nothing is complete. It is different.
At any
Should-
point, do the animalistic feet and the human feet line up in the same walking pattern? As if it transformed while walking?
Give me a further investigation roll, please.
Well, it's like a mid-stride shift.
Yeah, I'm gonna pop a willpower into this.
Okay.
Saying
Well,
I
you
got a
got-
weird roll.
I was gonna say, boy, you guys are like spending that willpower, just like woo woo woo.
What? Fuck!
Well,
Damn.
what was the weird question, Brad? Sorry.
If I was barefoot,
Mhm.
which way would I go if I wanted to stay out of line of sight and get home out of this area? I'm going over this area with larceny skill, going like, I'm barefoot. I would go that way.
Oh, if you were trying to evade authorities, yeah. Give me what would we have for that? A larceny roll, which is based on physical stuff. So I would say maybe Dex larceny.
Okay.
would make sense. Yeah, give me that.
I don't have any specialties for this one because all my specialties are about getting into shit.
Pew pew.
Can I help with that?
Sure.
But larceny is one of my proficiency skills, so yeah.
Okay.
Hold on.
Oh.
Fuck's sakes.
Damn.
He did not need it. He did
I
not need it.
am good at like 3 things total.
1, give yourself a beat, because crit. Congrats.
That makes 5.
You you would surmise that the best way would essentially be almost exactly the same way as the barefooted tracks that are leaving the scene. And because you got a crit, as you're following these tracks around to answer the question, you kind of backtrack them a little bit, and the question that Enid had with regards to do the tracks, like, are they from the same steps? It would appear that the barefooted tracks that you are following are directly in step with the beast tracks, which if you backtrack further are then kind of merged into the Bigfoot style tracks, which then back into the booted tracks.
So it's almost as if every single track it belongs to one creature, and there's several different styles of tracks.
Correct.
And does that at that point click that, yeah, no, that does line up with the Wolfman idea?
Yes. Yeah.
Or shifter.
That would be
like my brain would recognize like a shifter style kind of thing.
That would be the closest thing that you've heard of that would fit, yes.
Yeah. It ties back to the wounds being similar to shifters. It definitely takes black dogs out of the equation.
What is a shifter or a wolfman, as you've been saying?
Not quite man, not quite beast.
Y'all got Native American shamans out here. What the hell?
By some legend, they are a bit of both. By some, it is controllable. By some, it is not.
Oh, this son of a bitch managed to turn into 3 different things here. Look at that.
Likely, same beast, different amount.
I really need to hurry up and get myself a pocket frog for this. If it's a Rougarou, we need to be ready.
I'm pulling out a journal and writing shit down.
A pocket frog.
Pocket frog. But yes, not quite man, not quite beast.
So you're saying these booted footprints? You took off his boots?
No. Likely broke.
Are there boots around anywhere?
Likely in the river.
Taken. Oh yeah, we're in the river.
Okay. Wearing the boots?
Yes.
Broke the boots, turning it into something else?
Yes.
Turned into wolfmen?
Something in that line.
And then turned back into himself and ran?
Yes.
No.
I think he went this way.
Walked away.
Casually.
Calm, even. These are not steps of fear. These are just normal.
I don't like this as I'm writing.
No one does. That's why we fear these things.
I wonder how much it would cost to have one stuffed.
At heart, most are still man.
Ah, damn it.
You have to beg the question, would they stay their animal form or turn back into a man when they die?
Well, back from home, they say that we need to fuck around and find out, so...
helpful.
Would rather not.
We can do this. After all, if this is a monster out there murdering people, we kind of have a round table that we need to respect. Let's go hunt in the basement. Worst case scenario is we save a couple lives. Best case scenario is we put somebody out of their misery.
Hunting. I'm not a hunter.
Agreed.
Lies and slander. I have seen some of the best marksmen back home were women.
I mean, I have some training. I can use a bow.
Have you never picked up a fire? Man, you
Oh,
can. Such a
Emmanuel
weird
has
place.
showed me a little bit.
And
I,
just
I
out of
have some experience with a rapier as well. But
just a bow, a rapier. What the hell? Do you?
classical lessons.
Fencing.
It's not often that women are even allowed to carry or even use weapons.
And he's going to pull up a 6-shooter
My father
firearm.
was lenient.
This is a pistol. A pistol, in this particular case, has 6 shots. And anytime you hold onto a pistol, make sure that your finger is straight off the trigger well at any point in time. Remember, treat
Doma has started walking away. Like, nope.
I own a pistol.
Oh, is it one of them ones that you got to put the powder in, you put the lead ball in? Oh, you forgot the little cough square.
No. It's not on me at the moment, but
Bunch of fucking red coats coming up. And show me this pistol at some point.
to be honest, my father was only lenient because it's better than me walking away and learning it myself like my sister did.
Ah. Well, just remember, never point it unless you want to destroy something.
Finger off the trigger unless you mean to pull it.
Uh-huh. And never look down the barrel. Unless you want a really sporty eye patch. I mean, that's a quick way to get it.
Okay. I think we can wrap up the scene at the docks. And we have run over a little bit. I am sorry. But
How fucking dare you?
it is a thing. I didn't want to,
What?
like... I didn't want to be like, right, guys, cut right there. But it's fine. We had some cool bits to wrap up at the end. That is going to be it for today. Very quickly, reminder, I need all of you to send me a message with who you think deserves the session beat from the cast to me. And then I would like for those of you watching or in the chat right now, drop us a comment below with who you think deserves the beat from the community, and we will add those on at the start of our next session. I'm going to pop the intermissions back up. That's going to be it from us today. We will be back on Friday for some more Out of the Abyss shenanigans. Session 2, Rock, Session 2 is Whispers at the College.
Session 1 is sudden aversion to crab's legs.
No.
Perfect.
Nay. The Shadow on
Craving
Whitechapel, okay? It's in the title!
Well, how
Session
dare you
notes.
question-
So then when we have the
Session
creature
notes.
we gotta fight, we're gonna call it Pocket Frogs as the title?
Pocket frogs, fuck's sake.
Fucking wrong.
Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for playing. Thank you guys for hanging out with us in the chat. As always, very much appreciated. Please like, share, subscribe, use your YouTube platitudes. And yeah, share where you think it's appropriate. That's it for today. We're back on Friday for more Out of the Abyss. Until then, please do take it easy. And as always, if it's easy, take it twice. Have a good week. And we'll see you then. Bye.